Janet Jackson. The youngest kid from a cramped two-room house in Gary, Indiana, would grow up to move the whole planet with rhythm, grace, and grit. That kid was Janet Jackson, and her story? It's a masterclass in turning pain into power. Born the 16th of May, 1966, Janet Jackson came up in a home where dreams had to squeeze in beside discipline and duty. Her father, Joseph "Joe" Jackson, pushed hard. Her mother, Katherine Jackson, kept the faith. Fame crashed through the door early. While other kids were trading stickers, Janet was trading childhood for stage lights, first on variety shows, then acting on TV. She could smile on cue, sure, but inside, she felt like a guest in her own life. Now, here's the plot twist. Tired of being told who to be, Janet cut the strings. She left her father's management, teamed with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and in 6 intense weeks, she built a new self from the ground up. The result? Control. Not just an album, a declaration. Fierce beats, sharper boundaries, her name at the center. Suddenly, she wasn't someone's little sister. She was Janet. Then, she aimed higher. With Rhythm Nation 1814, she didn't just dance, she demanded better from the world. Unity, justice, possibility. The visuals hit like thunder, the choreography stamped itself into pop culture, and the hits lined up like dominoes. On stage, she was a commander. Off stage, the silence after the applause could feel like a canyon. Still, she pushed forward. In 1993, Janet showed a softer, more intimate side. "That's the Way Love Goes" floated across the globe, and audiences met a woman fully claiming body and voice. A few years later, The Velvet Rope cut deeper confession set to melody. She spoke openly about depression and healing, and fans heard themselves in her honesty. That album didn't just entertain, it held people together. Life, though, doesn't stop for legends. Love tried and failed. She married James DeBarge, young, too young, and the whirlwind ended in an annulment. Years later, she married Renee Elizondo, junior creative sparks, beautiful work, then heartbreak and lawyers. Still, she rose. In 2012, she married Wissam Almana, and in 2017 came a miracle, her son, Isa. Whatever the headlines said, motherhood reset her world. Arena roars gave way to bedtime whispers, and she carried both roles with grace. And then, the unthinkable. The world lost Michael Jackson in 2009. For us, he was an icon. For Janet, he was her brother, the kid who laughed with her in small rooms long before stadiums. Grief doesn't speak in press releases. It lingers in quiet hotel nights and memories that sting. She kept going, honoring him the way she always knew how. By moving, by creating, by refusing to dim. So, what's the takeaway? It's not the trophies or the sales, it's the posture. Janet Jackson shows us that resilience isn't noise, it's rhythm. You fall, you rise, you breathe, you try again. You hold your child close, you mourn your brother, you protect your peace. And when the lights hit, you step out and remind the world who you are. If this story moved you, if you still feel the magic of Janet and Michael, drop a like, share this with someone who needs a shot of courage today, and hit subscribe for more true stories that hit the heart. Now tell me in the comments, which Janet Jackson moment changed you?